Here's our tale of the tape as we take a look at our matchup between Nyambayar and Lukas. Lukas, you see, 37 years of age. Nyambayar certainly has the age advantage on him. The height in favor of Nyambayar, but the reach in favor of Lukas. Nyambayar, as we see, 2 defeats to just 1 defeat by Lukas, but Nyambayar, as we mentioned, his level of competition has been significantly greater than a guy like Lukas. And now we are almost set for the official fighter introductions. Getting set here in Atlantic City, the Borgata Hotel, Casino, and Spa. Here's Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you, and we welcome you to the Borgata Hotel, Casino, and Spa here in Atlantic City, New Jersey. As Premier Boxing Champions presents a big night of action coming away, and it's all brought to you by TGB Promotions and Showtime. Introducing our judges, scoring our opening attraction from ringside, from New Jersey, Tony Lundy. From New York, Ronald McNair. And also from New York, Robin Taylor. Introducing our third man to the ring, the referee in charge of the action, Eddie Claudio. All right, fans, here we go with a super featherweight attraction. We're scheduled 10 rounds of boxing. Introducing to you first, on my right, he is fighting out of the red corner, entering the ring wearing camouflage trunks with gold trim and hailing from Windhoek, Namibia. He weighed in at 127 1/2 pounds. His record stands at 25 wins, 1 loss, 17 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the former African featherweight title holder and the battle-ready former Marine, introducing the Desert Storm, Sakaria Lukas. And his opponent across the ring on my left, fighting out of the blue corner in this 10-round attraction, wearing black trunks with gold trim, fighting out of Los Angeles, California by way of Ulaanbaatar in Mongolia. He weighed in at 128 pounds. His record stands at 12 wins, 2 losses, 9 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the 2012 Olympic silver medalist, the former world title challenger, and the current WBC number 7 ranked featherweight in the world, introducing King Tugstsogt Nyambayar. Once again, a referee in charge now to give instructions, Eddie Claudio.
Okay, gentlemen, we went over the rules. Everything from here on down, is no good, okay? Keep your punches on this right here. Protect yourself and obey my commands at all times. Touch up if you want. See you later.
Tugstsogt Nyambayar taking on Sakaria Lukas. 10 rounds, featherweight division here in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Nyambayar in the black trunks, Lukas in the multicolored trunks. Nyambayar doesn't typically take too long to feel his opponent out. He's always usually the first one in. And there you see the left hook, looping left. There's another one that connected again for Nyambayar. Both men starting quickly. Lukas has a tremendous opportunity in front of them. As he mentioned, former African champion. But now he has taken a significant level up in competition. Nyambayar with a big overhand right, connected right on the side of Lukas's head. There's a quick jab thrown out by One of the issues that Nyambayar has had, and the reason why he has lost both of his world title opportunities to guys like Chris Colbert and Gary Russell, they've just been able to, it appears, out-execute him and really be one step quicker. They lure in Nyambayar into fighting their fights and are able to counterpunch. And there's a huge left hook that stunned Lukas. As we said, Nyambayar does have some serious power. 9 knockouts in his 12 victories. There's another left hook. Lukas has got to be careful to weather this storm. But Nyambayar, he does have a big punch. And there's another uppercut again connected on Nyambayar. Just a quick jab, answered, countered by Lukas. And there you see Nyambayar being patient. He realized he hurts Lukas, but he is not being too aggressive. Lukas, on the other hand, appears so far to have recovered from that right hand. Double jab by Nyambayar. There's another quick left hook. Nyambayar just seems to be the quicker fighter so far here in round 1. Countering beautifully in this first round. There's that left hook. That was the one that stunned Lukas. Thought it was a right hand, but it was the left hook right on the chin. And you could see Lukas just did not see that punch coming. And that was just perfectly placed by Nyambayar. And who knows, maybe Lukas will use this as a little bit of a wake-up call that he is in a slightly different level of competition here. And he certainly has to be wary of the power of Nyambayar. I liked how patient Nyambayar was in that first round. He didn't try to overexert himself going for the knockout once he had him hurt. He was looking for openings, trying to finish, but did it very methodically. And I think that's what he needs to continue to do and pick apart a guy like Lukas. There's that left hook again, but this time Lukas was able to just back away from that looping left hook. And there's another quick jab again from Nyambayar. Overhand right, missed from Lukas. And you're really starting to see Nyambayar just the patience. I think that is one of the lessons he's learned fighting guys like Gary Russell Jr. and Chris Colbert. Those guys were just great tacticians, and they were able to use the aggressiveness of Nyambayar against him in those fights to really control both of them. And I think that's one of the things that Nyambayar went back to the drawing board with his trainer, John Pullman. They were able to reevaluate what it's going to take to get over that hump, get to that next step of defeating world champions. And I think you're starting to see some of that here against a guy like Lukas. The jab has been nice for Lukas. And there's the straight right again. Nearly bumped heads as Lukas was going in. But again, that left hook continuing to find its way. And Nyambayar again really sprinting forward. Lukas continues to stick that jab out there. That was one of the punches that Colbert and Russell used so well in their fights against Nyambayar. And Lukas is doing just that. He certainly has the reach on Nyambayar. And Nyambayar just able to get out of the way at the end of round 2.
He's already tired. You don't know. Don't give him no confidence. You understand what I'm saying? Use your jab and then just punch a combination. You got me? Bring your feet with you though. Okay? Don't let just sit there and look at him and then let him punch you. Give him no confidence at all. You got me? Feint him. This guy's not in your league. He is not in your league. Don't give him no confidence.
I don't want to see you get hurt. You only took the fight 10 days.
No, you can't get hurt.
You will.
I'll protect him.
I promise you, Chad. Take care of it. No more.
No, this is no more.
Give me time. I feel it, give me time.
And that was interesting right there. You heard the corner of Lukas almost imploring him no more. And his trainer was saying that's not what they wanted. But now Eddie Claudio, referee Eddie Claudio, talking things over.
He get hurt.
No, he's okay. No, he look good.
Can you continue?
Yes.
You want to continue?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. He wants to continue. All right.
And there you see
Over there.
Sakaria Lukas said he wants to go.
Time in.
A little bit of confusion there. I know he took a big punch in that first round, but he has not seemed yet, at least, to not be totally there. But as you heard from Lukas, he said he wanted to continue. Referee Eddie Claudio let them continue here in round 3. Well, that's something certainly to monitor here.
Hey, stop. Time. Over there. You okay?
Referee Eddie Claudio giving Lukas some time.
Stay there.
Is letting Nyambayar to keep the punches up.
Rest it off. Let me know when you're ready. Keep it up now. That was pretty hard. I felt it. You ready? Time in.
All right, we're ready to resume action. Nyambayar, let's see if he can continue to keep his foot on the gas and really press the action. I wonder if he's aware of some of the confusion that was going on in the corner of Lukas. As you see Nyambayar going to the body. You heard John Pullman let Nyambayar know, he's not in your league. This is not it. And there's that left hook again, finding its home. And a big left hook followed by a right uppercut from Nyambayar, but Lukas is throwing, and he hits another uppercut. Lukas is throwing wildly and leaving himself wide open, and now you can start to see the stumble of Lukas. And there's a body shot from Nyambayar. Again, Lukas. With the overhand right. Nyambayar. Again. Kind of looked at referee Eddie Claudio, said that Lukas was holding his right arm a bit. Lukas using the jab. Lukas has to be careful not to get too wild, because when he does that, Nyambayar is able to counter, and he leaves himself wide open. There was the overhand right by Lukas. Nyambayar, though, he's been pretty content with the way this round has been going thus far. Hasn't been throwing it nearly as much as he was in the first and second round. And now there's Nyambayar really engaging with Lukas. But Lukas, even with all the confusion, still in this fight. He has lost, in my opinion, all 3 rounds thus far, but as you take a look at some of the highlights here in that 3rd round, there is that left hook, and that was the big left counter from Lukas. But as we know, I mean, Nyambayar has a good chin. Never been knocked out, never been knocked down, I believe. There is that left hook, and then the right uppercut that connected.
Let's go. You know I love you. Come on, bro. Let's go. Seconds up. Let's go, coach.
Round 4, Nyambayar, Lukas. Lukas coming, trying to establish a jab, and I think that's the main punch that Lukas needs to stick with. The jab was working when he does throw it, but he's got to be more consistent with it. And as for Nyambayar, I know he's being patient. It's something that has been going well for him so far, but I think I would like to see him start to ramp things up just a bit and see if he can take Lukas into these deeper waters, present some adversity to him, and see how he handles it. King Tug looking for openings. Lukas hasn't been connecting at a great rate, but he certainly has been more active. Maybe not as accurate as Nyambayar. There's a quick right hook from King Tug, and then again he knocks Lukas back. There's a left hook. I think that was a little bit more of Lukas was off balanced. And there was a huge right hand that Lukas just walked right into. And there is a left hook. Lukas really hasn't been able to hurt Nyambayar thus far. And there's a body shot again as Lukas really hasn't had too much success through a little over 3 rounds. King Tug, former, or I shouldn't say former, but he is an Olympic silver medalist for his country, Mongolia. He is an action fighter, but he is certainly taking a more patient approach in this bout. I believe it's a testament to how his previous bout with Chris Colbert went. And there's another jab from King Tug. And that's the end of the round. Here's Jim Gray.
All right, well, thank you very much. You're with Gary Russell Jr. Gary, it's been 23 months since you fought. How do you find a rhythm after being out of the ring for so long?
I stay in the gym all the time. Stay in the gym, I get my motivation from my family, you know, my friends and my true fans, you know, especially with my father not being in the best of health, like the passing of my younger brother. You know, we use it all as fuel.
How do you put yourself together with the emotional aspect with what you just spoke about, your father right here and the amputation of his foot and your brother?
Some things in life, man, is just inevitable. You know, like I say, life is like boxing. It's gonna throw punches at you from all angles, all shapes. You know, you gotta keep your chin down and your hands up and find when you gotta open it. You know, we ready, we prepared.
All right, Gary, look forward to it, and we'll talk to you after the fight.
There you heard from the WBC featherweight champion. Later on tonight in our main event, making his 6th world title defense. But first, here sticking with that featherweight division, King Tug against Lukas. There's an overhand right again. As now Lukas, or excuse me, Nyambayar is putting his punches together, landed a clean uppercut on Lukas. And that's a little bit more of what I wanted to see from King Tug. Put some punches together, throw some combinations at Lukas and see how he handles it. Referee Eddie Claudio separates them. Now a stiff jab from Nyambayar. And Lukas to the body once again. Overhand right, connected flush on Nyambayar. Solid punch from Lukas. He's battling in there. He may not be winning rounds, but he is certainly battling. And there's a big right hand that he walked right into again, knocking him back. And that's what happens when Lukas, and it also seems that he's off balance at times, that Nyambayar is able to take advantage of. But Lukas has eaten a couple of big shots from King Tug. He's been knocked off balance, has stumbled a few times, but again, still able to recover and get back into it. There's an uppercut that knocked Lukas off balance, and now Tug trying to go for the knockout. And you're starting to see King Tug really smell a knockout. And there you see referee Eddie Claudio. He wants to call time to and warn both fighters.
Guess what? You're going to suffer the consequences, all right? I don't want to see that. You hear me? Punch up. Let's go. Time in.
Both fighters threw punches while they were tied up in the break. Referee Eddie Claudio just giving them a warning. Doesn't want to see any more of that. Now Tug back to the body. And Lukas again. Still in the face of Nyambayar. And now he digs into the body.
Back up, back up.
Final seconds here in round 5. Left hook, and then that ends our 5th round.
Membangun konsisten, no defense, no cepat hidung, cepat handung. Cawai meni, cuma mempatang ping, ping, ping.
Yes. Not tie up with him. When he tries to tie up, get your space back.
Let's keep it clean, man. That's what I asked for.
Your jab is great. Your
Here's some of the highlights. There's that left hook
now, do me a favor.
that appeared to knock Lukas off balance. And then here's the uppercut right on the button. Just a beautiful shot from King Tug. And then he followed it up with that left hook. But here's that right uppercut again, right on the button, man. Can't place it any better than what Tug did right there. Certainly his best punch of the round, and possibly, in my opinion, the best punch of the fight. Round 6, here we go. And Tug using the jab, hasn't thrown it much. And speaking of jab, Lukas is again right there. And now Tug trying to spin out of it. And you heard trainer John Pullman wanted the space, wants Nyambayar to not get in close quarters with Lukas. Really use the space where he can stick and move. And there's a left hook again from King Tug. Lukas ties him up. Nyambayar is looking to get away. Now he's right back in the face of Lukas. And there's another big looping left hook by King Tug. Now King Tug trying to squeeze that left hook back in the face of Lukas. And right now Lukas hasn't had many great moments, but right there with the jab, followed it up with the right cross, connected flush on King Tug. A bright spot for the Namibia native, and now Nyambayar looking to answer. Lukas sticks the jab, once again in the face of King Tug.
Let him go, too good. Let him go. All right, break, step back, step back.
King Tug throwing the jab out there into the body. Lukas ties him up. I'll give credit to Lukas for taking this fight on short notice. He's certainly not making things easy for King Tug. And there's a right cross again, backing Lukas up as the round comes to a close. There you see Stephen Fulton Jr., super bantamweight unified world champion. He fought late last year in November in an epic fight against Brandon Figueroa.
Beautiful, beautiful, brother, beautiful.
Good jab, good bait. 1-2 hook, double jab right in. Punch more, that's it. Three. You hear me? Good defense. Hey, can you do that?
Time! 10 minutes, let's go.
Round 7. Nyambayar with the stiff jab. Certainly been cruising through this fight. Lukas hasn't made it easy, but Nyambayar has been stacking up the rounds, has landed the bigger, cleaner shots. Lukas has appeared to have gone down a few times nearly by suffering some big shots, but he's been able to stay up on his feet. Now you're starting to see Nyambayar let his hands go even more. I'm sure he doesn't want this to go the distance, wants to make a statement here, especially being on the same card as the WBC world champion and Gary Russell Jr. Lukas has been a game opponent. Trying to make things as difficult as possible for King Tug. And there's that, again, that overhand right.
Watch your head, guys. Watch your head. Wait, step back, step back. Watch your head coming.
Referee Eddie Claudio breaking him up. Letting him know he wants them to watch the heads. Now King Tug backing away. He's floating the jab out there. He's putting in some boxing work. He has been patient throughout this fight. There's been moments, little spurts where he really engages and throws a flurry of combinations, but it's definitely been few and far between. He is taking a more tactical approach, has been patient, picking his shots. Even when he's hurt Lukas, he has kind of held back a bit. There you see Lukas again with the straight right in the face of Nyambayar.
Let's go. Work out, work out. Hey.
And now here's Jim Gray with Mark Magsayo.
All right, Morrow, thank you very much. Mark, you're undefeated. How are you approaching this opportunity of a lifetime?
This is a big opportunity that gave it to me to Showtime and Al Heyman to me, and I'm gonna do my best shot.
And what has Freddie Roach told you now? You've trained with him for a couple of years. What has he told you now is most important in the beginning of this fight to establish yourself against a champion who's defending his title for the 6th time?
Just focus to fight. Coach Freddie told me that just focus to fight and do your job in the ring. And our training, let's do our training in the fight.
Mark, you're so calm. There was a lot of chaos with all this television going on in here. So if you can handle what's just gone on in the last 30 seconds, I'm sure you can handle the fight. Best of luck to you.
Thank you, sir.
You didn't know TV was this chaotic, did you?
I didn't know.
Best of luck. Morrow, back out to you.
All right, there you heard from Mark Magsayo. As he waits his opportunity to become a world champion tonight. Not an easy task ahead of him, as not many have been able to solve the puzzle that is Gary Russell Jr. And there's a huge right hand by Lukas, and now a quick left hook and now referee Eddie Claudio says it wasn't a knockdown. He said it was a slip. Now, I don't know about that one. That seemed to be a clear shot, and now Lukas starting to let his hands go. And he's pouring it on Nyambayar. Nyambayar's got to be careful. The tides are turning. And I don't think we're going to have to go back and take a look at that one, but that certainly did not look like a slip, and that looked like a clean knockdown. The corner of Lukas is very upset, and I don't blame them. And Lukas, very aggressive. He sees that he had Nyambayar hurt. And I think that was just the cause of Nyambayar not being entirely focused. Kind of was in cruise control, and Lukas woke him up here in round 8. Even though Nyambayar has stacked a lot of rounds already in the bank. And now he is trying to salvage this 8th round. And Lukas with a big uppercut now. And if you're Lukas, I mean, he's going for broke. He's really trying to pour it on Nyambayar. He knows that he's lost several rounds. He's down on the scorecards. And right now, with the way this fight has gone, the only method of victory for Lukas may be a knockout. There's some body shots by Nyambayar. And he's trying to weather this onslaught by Lukas. King Tug showing some frustration.
Let him go.
And now referee Eddie Claudio breaking him up. And now Lukas back in the face of Nyambayar, trying to finish this round strong. It certainly has been his best round tonight. And there you see referee Eddie Claudio saying it was a slip. But I think before that, Nyambayar was a bit hurt. Here we take a look at it again. There is a straight jab and then an overhand right, just beautifully landed. And then there is that stiff jab, and that was no slip. That certainly was no slip. That was a stiff jab, landed clean on the punch that knocked Nyambayar off balance. Don't agree with that one. There's Jaron Boots Ennis, the number 3 WBA welterweight contender. He said he's got big things in store for this year. He believes he'll be a world champion by the end of 2022. Certainly one of the most talented guys in the division. And now, as we resume in round 9, Nyambayar with a big left hook, and he is looking to answer and let Lukas know that, all right, you may have won that last round, but you're still over your head. And Nyambayar, certainly that last round woke him up, put him on high alert again, and he realized he can't take a guy like Lukas for granted. Nyambayar again pressing forward. Both guys nearly clashed heads.
Watch your heads, somebody gonna get tight.
And Lukas once again hasn't used that jab enough, but when he has, it has opened some things up. I mean, that was one of the reasons that jab caused the knockdown, even though it was ruled a slip. He doesn't have a bad jab whatsoever. And again, Nyambayar continues to take the jab. And a big straight left again from Lukas, and now Nyambayar looking for that left hook. That's been a punch that has been very favorable for him tonight. Final minutes. And King Tug back to the body. And now he has really regained control after that 8th round. Back to the body. And there's a short right hand. And then a shot to the body, looping left again from King Tug, as round 9 is done.
Whatever you're trained for, yeah. This is it, everything, okay?
This is a crucial time, okay? It's a crucial time. Full swinger, and you're not gonna come. Japan, double Japan G, double Japan, okay?
Last round, Tugs.
Deep breath. Listen to me. Deep breath. Hold your breath. Into your nose. Get it into your nose. You hear me? Into your nose. Deep.
You need this, bro, okay?
Well, as we're about to get to the final round of this bout, let's cheer him on to the second ring. This is round 10.
The 10th and final round here.
Let's finish good, okay?
Nyambayar has been in cruise control, hasn't had much issue with Lukas, but Lukas certainly had a bright spot in that 8th round. He's been a tough opponent for Nyambayar, hasn't made it easy for him, but other than the 8th round where Lukas should have had a knockdown, he really hasn't had much to stand on in trying to win the fight. He may very well need a knockout to come out victorious here in the 10th round. Nyambayar has been quicker. He has been able to counter more. He's landed the cleaner shots. And he has had Lukas in more trouble than what Lukas has had King Tug in. And there you see right there was an uppercut from Nyambayar. That's been a punch that's been working for him as well. That right uppercut as he's able to catch Lukas coming in. And now referee Eddie Claudio wants to talk with both guys and warn them. And here we go, resuming action, 10th and final round. And there's a straight right again from King Tug, right on the chin of Lukas. And there's that left hook, and there you're starting to see King Tug unleash his power a bit. Certainly putting a little bit more oomph in those punches. Final minute. And if you're Lukas, you really have to let it all hang here in the final 40 seconds. And King Tug still staying in front of Lukas. Try to land that big right as they got tied up. There's another right again from King Tug. And then the left hook. Final seconds. And this fight's in the books. Lukas Nyambayar. There you see Lukas. You know what? It's an impressive performance just for the simple fact that he took it on short notice against a guy like King Tug. And after that first round where it seemed like he wasn't going to last the entire 10 rounds, his corner was even talking about possibly stopping the fight. But he continued on, and to finish the fight the way he did, have the 8th round the way that he did, certainly something to be proud of if you're Lukas. Was it enough to win the fight? No. Again, we don't know. The judges, who knows, anything can happen, but in my eyes, a pretty clear decision for King Tug. And if you're Nyambayar, That was a good learning lesson for him. And there you see that round 8. There is that stiff jab that, again, referee Eddie Claudio ruled it a slip. It shouldn't have been. I believe that was a clean knockdown. Certainly got robbed, but I don't think it would have made a difference in the fight. But that was one of the few instances where King Tug was in trouble. But other than that, he pretty much had this fight in the bag. He was being very patient throughout the fight. As we take a look, once again, there's that big overhand right by Lukas. Nyambayar tried to counter, and then here's the stiff jab right there on the button. And just caught Nyambayar clean. And that certainly will be one that I'm sure Lucas's team will be frustrated about, but definitely should be proud of the performance he put up tonight against one of the top 10 featherweight contenders in King Tug. If you're King Tug, look, you took care of business. You beat a guy like Lukas, a guy you should beat. You maintain a win. You improved to 13-2. And you continue to march forward in hopes of getting a shot at one of the top 5 guys in the division. King Tug and Sakaria Lukas waiting for the decision. As we will send things up in just a few moments, as Jimmy Lennon Jr. has the scorecards. King Tug against Sakaria Lukas. Lukas, the African champion.
No, I never had to have this one.
This would be a tremendous victory for him if he's somehow able to pull off the upset on the scorecards. I don't see it, but again, as we know with boxing, you never know. And that is something that we will have to wait and see. And King Tug looking to maintain his featherweight contender status. And here's Jimmy Lennon Jr. with the decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds of action, we go to the scorecards with a split decision. Here are the score totals. Judge at ringside, Anthony Lundy scores about 96-94 in favor of Sakaria Lukas. Judge at ringside, Ronald McNair sees it 96-94 in favor of Tugstsogt Nyambayar. And judge at ringside, Robin Taylor scores the bout 95-95, even a draw. The decision is a split decision draw.
Now, I am not sure about that one. I thought Lukas fought well. And here's Jim Gray with the referee.
Oh, yeah.
And there you see Jim Gray trying to get a word with Eddie Claudio. I think that, clearly on the scorecards would have made a difference. I didn't think it would have. I thought Nyambayar was in pretty much full control of this fight. I thought he did enough to come away with the unanimous decision. Judges saw it otherwise, but with...
All right, Moro, thank you very much. I'm with Eddie Claudio. Claudio, he was the referee here, the third man in the ring. We have gotten permission from Larry Hazard of the New Jersey State Boxing Board of Control, Athletic Control, to speak to you in the 8th round. And we're going to take a look at it, Eddie. You ruled it a slip when, in fact, Lukas did knock down Nyambayar. Can you tell us from your vantage point what you saw? Because it's the difference in the match here.
What I saw in real time, he fell down, not from the impact of the blow, but from his body language. He just slipped, his feet went under him, and he just slipped down.
All right, Eddie, so let's take a look at it here on our monitor, and you can tell us from your vantage point what you see.
So he's throwing a blow, and there he go. His body language took him down.
Well, let's take a look at it one more time and see if maybe a different angle, you might have a different opinion. One more time here, Eddie.
Got hit with a jab. We got hit with a right hand. He throws the left hook, and he goes down. I didn't see no shot. In real time, I just saw his feet just give in.
So you didn't see it in real time?
In real time, I didn't see no shot.
You see it here, though, now?
Huh?
You saw, that was in real time, I'm sorry. You saw it right there, though? On the replay, you see it differently?
On the replay, I didn't even see it get hit. Play one more time.
All right. Ray Smaltz and David Dinkins, let's throw it one more time if we can. All right, here you go.
Okay, guy hit with that right hand. He throws 2 shots after that.
Okay, watch his left.
He ducks. He threw a left hook. Lukas, what did he throw after that?
Well,
you see something I don't see.
If you don't see it, I can't explain it to you. We're going to have to agree to disagree here. Eddie, we appreciate your time. Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you. All right, Morrow. What are you going to say?
Well, that's something that you don't see every day in boxing, where we're able to talk to the referee after a fight, and I'm glad we were able to. Jim Gray did a tremendous job at pressing Eddie Claudio, showed him the footage, and the fact that he still didn't see the shot, I mean, it's like Jim Gray said, if you can't see it, then I don't know what to tell you. But, you know, hey, props to Sakaria Lukas getting the draw. Again, I didn't see the fight being as close as it was. I certainly thought Nyambayar did enough to win, but the judges, again, they look for different things, and they might have liked the activity, the more aggressive Lukas. It's certainly not the way Nyambayar wanted to end this night. He's very disappointed. This was a fight that I think in his eyes, he would even tell you this was a fight he should have won. Fighting a guy that was a late replacement on 2 weeks' notice and not able to come away with the victory, but nonetheless, both guys coming away with the draw.